Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so today I have a really different setup again. Still at my mom's. Quarantine is kind of over, and so I'm cooking over here now. And yeah, today I have these delicious burritos. Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here watching with me. So today I'm going to be using this Instant Pot cooker, and this thing is amazing. But if you don't have this, you can just use the regular pot and put it on the stove. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with water. Now, as you're gonna see in a little bit, I filled it up with way too much water, so just fill it up with water depending on how much meat you have. And yeah, so I felt like I wanted to do a voiceover for this specific video because I want to explain a lot of things that to you guys. Right here we have the braised shredded beef, and so this is just carne de cebrada in Spanish. It should look flat like this, and so you're just gonna go ahead and place all these pieces in the water. And yeah, I wanted to clarify something, guys. So I know, I flavor my food a lot, and I like seasoning and I like a lot of flavor, but that might not be your thing, and that's completely fine. So it's okay if you were to tweak a little bit, the recipe. Like in a minute, you're gonna see how much salt I put and how much chicken bouillon I put. Sorry guys, I'm removing some of the water right now. So this is what happened to me. Don't let it happen to you because it's a little annoying to have to go back and remove the water. But yeah, I mean, it's up to your flavor liking. If you like a lot of seasoning on your food, put a little bit more. If you don't like that much, put a little bit less. It just depends what you like. So right here I have 1/4 of an onion and an entire bulb of garlic. I've already peeled this off camera, and so I'm just placing that in there. Right here I have about 2 tablespoons of salt. So again, you're just gonna pour that in there like so. And mix it in there as well. So this is the star of the show. I feel like this chicken bouillon, you can never go wrong with this. It gives anything so much flavor. It's amazing. I use this for about everything that I cook, almost about everything. So yeah, you just pour this in here and I just mix it. Close it. This thing, it cooks the meat in about an hour. Obviously, if you were just to cook this in a regular pot on your stove, it would take about maybe 2 to 3 hours, depending on what type of heat you put on it. So yeah, right here, it's been about an hour. We're gonna open this baby up, and you guys, it smelled amazing. Look at how good that meat looks. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, the meat is done, and look how soft it is. This is how it should be. So you're gonna go ahead and take all this meat out and put it on a separate bowl like so. Try not to take a lot of water with you because the juice, it's not necessary. So we're gonna drain it and put it in the bowl. It's very soft, guys, so you might struggle a little bit. Just start shredding. I'm using here 2 forks to get the job done. If I was doing or cooking at my house, of course, you guys know I would probably use my stand mixer, but this also gets the job done, so it's fine. And just go ahead and shred as much as you can so the meat is thin. And it should look something like this. Okay, perfect. Now, and so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna chop our potatoes. So we're gonna have a set for the green one and a set for the red one. Right here you need 3 potatoes, 3 white potatoes. Make sure you chop them very small and put them in water in the meantime. So the other 3 potatoes are going to be for the other carne. Okay, watch out. I just spilled some of the water right here, so be careful with that, guys. So what we're going to do next is get a cooking pot, and you're going to fill it up with some of that water that was cooking with the meat earlier. You know that water still has a lot of flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up, not too much water. We have 2 tomatillos right here. We're gonna put those in there. 2 serrano peppers. Those go in there as well. And 8 jalapenos. So we're gonna put this all in here. The water already has a lot of flavor, so I'm not gonna add any salt or anything else. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a piece of onion and 2 garlic cloves. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on medium-high heat. While that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing, which is the same thing. We're doing the broth. We're pouring the water in there. So this is the red one. So we're gonna go ahead and use about 10 to 11 dry guajillo peppers, and you're gonna put all of these in the water. 2 garlic cloves, and again a small piece of onion. This is optional. You could put 3 chile de arbol. If you don't want it spicy at all, don't add the chile de arbol. The same thing with the green one. If you don't like it spicy, don't add any of the jalapenos, any of the serranos. You could just do it with the tomatillo. So it's up to your flavor palette, whatever you like. You can add more, you can add less. The same thing applies with these, okay? So again, I'm putting it on medium-high heat, and I'm just gonna allow these 2 to begin to boil. And I want to say I gave it maybe about 10 to 13 minutes to boil, again on medium-high. And right here, we're going to start with the red one. We're going to take out these, the stems of the peppers. Be careful because it's hot when you do this and you don't want to burn your fingers. So right here we're taking out the onion and the garlic as well, and we're gonna pour a little bit of that water that has all that yummy flavor. It should look something like this. So right here I'm gonna go ahead and add about 1 teaspoon of tomato chicken bouillon. Just a little bit. If you want to add more, of course you can add more. If you don't want to add it, of course you don't have to add it. It's completely up to you. So we're going to make sure this is sealed. You don't want to have any accidents. And we're just going to blend. So allow that to blend all the way. Okay, so this is what it should look like, okay? That same pot, I washed it. Now I'm putting about 1 teaspoon if you want to put more of oil. This is vegetable oil, what I was using. And allow that to get hot again, medium-high heat. What we're gonna do next is pour our potatoes in here. So this is 1 set of potatoes. Remember, it was 3 white potatoes. And we're just gonna give this a good stir. Make sure it starts frying the potatoes. Just keep moving, and you don't want them to stick to the bottom. Keep moving, make sure it's cooking. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and pour our red salsa. You guys, This was like a explosion of yummy smells in this kitchen when we were doing this. So this is what it's gonna look like, okay? You preferably want to allow the potatoes to cook before we put our meat in there. Mine wasn't cooked all the way. The potatoes weren't cooked yet, but I was just very hungry, so I was rushing to get this done already. So what I did is I'm putting the meat already in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stir, mix everything together. Make sure everything is mixed. And so I just kept stirring and moving. This is gonna be done. I closed it right here and I allowed it to cook with the lid closed for about, I think it was like 7 minutes. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing but with the green one. So right here, I'm taking out the stems of all the peppers. Don't forget about your other one. The potatoes and the salsa is cooking, so you have to keep checking on it. Now this was just me very antojada. If you guys know what antojada is, you know what I'm talking about. You don't necessarily have to do the 2 salsas. I just really wanted to try both of them. Of course, you could only do the green one or you could only do the red one. But since we did both, right here we're doing the same process for both of the salsas. We're allowing this to mix very well. It's blending. And it's gonna look like this. The same thing. I washed my pot, my cooking pot. And here it is. I'm putting oil. Same. About it's gonna be 1 tablespoon of oil. If you want to put more, you can put more. Make sure at this point that the potatoes have absolutely no water with them. Remember, we had them in water. So you're gonna take off the water before you actually put them in the oil. And just stir and mix. Make sure they're cooking. So we're still mixing, making sure they're cooking all the way. Again, preferably you want the potatoes to completely be cooked before you pour your salsa and before you pour your meat. But I was very hungry, so I couldn't wait any longer. Okay, so right here, we're pouring the green salsa. This one, guys, this one was dangerous. It was so spicy, but it smelled so good. So I'm making sure I'm pouring all of it in here, and next is the meat. So you want to go ahead and pour this in there as well. And mix everything together, blending all the flavors. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move this and bring the red one over here so you guys can see both of them. See, so this one's ready. You'll know when they're ready because the potatoes are going to be soft. Okay, so that's out the way. And now we're getting our burrito flour tortillas. You could use any type of tortillas, of course, for this. You can use flour, corn, small, big. But I chose these because this is how I like to eat this type of meat, burrito style. So right here, I'm just cooking. I'm gonna cook 2 of these tortillas. Make sure they bubble up and they cook on both sides. Guys, I really hope you guys can try this recipe. It looks very simple, but I can assure you it's very, very, very yummy. Okay, so my tortillas are cooked and I'm just gonna start filling these bad boys up. You could put as much or as little as you want. I really am very hungry, so I'm gonna stack them up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fold them. This is how I fold them to make sure that nothing spills out of the burrito. Okay, there's one. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the second one, with the red one. I wanted more potato on this one, so I did that. And I just want to show you the technique that I use to fold the burritos. And I wasn't done here yet. I was very hungry, so I grabbed and cooked 2 small flour tortillas and just made 2 little tacos on the side. Of course, a green one and a red one. So here I am doing the second one. Okay guys, now it's time to eat. These remind me so much of my childhood and they look so simple, but I swear the flavors just explode in your mouth. I remember when I was little, you see that? We have rojo y verde. We have the green one and the red one. And I remember when I was little, my mom used to sell these and she didn't have a permit to sell. She did not have a permit to sell. And I remember we would just be running when people would maybe snitch on her. And so, yeah, it's funny, but these are thebomb.com. Let's try the red one first. The red one's not that spicy. You want a first bite? You want a first bite? I've been slaving in the kitchen, guys, all day for these. Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. So good. These have so much flavor. This is the way I eat a taco. If you hear noise in the background, I'm sorry, I can't help it. We're Hispanics and we're loud. Mmm. 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 Wow. These are so good. Mm. Your girl was hungry. Mm-mm.
I might finish all this. This green one is spicy, guys. I tried it. Well, you guys seen it was like mostly all jalapenos, so yeah. That one has to kick. This setup is so weird to me. I literally did not know where I was gonna do it at. And so this is my mom's office. This is a bookshelf. So there's books down here. Here, let me show you. There's books down here. Let me see. See, there's books down here, and I was just like, I need somewhere to put my food. So here I am. I feel like I'm about to tell you guys a story or something, like story time. Let's take another bite. Guys, this has so much flavor. It's insane how good it is. And obviously I love the green one because it's spicy. The potatoes in there. Gives it an amazing flavor. Just so much better when it's like in a burrito. That's just how I remember eating them. So for me, that's like the best. Guys, I'm not getting full. I just want to go hang out with my family because they're all hanging out in the kitchen right now talking. The kids are playing. So I think I'm gonna head out. Guys, please, you need to try this recipe. If you like a kick and you like spiciness, you definitely need to try the green one. I'm still like, ugh. If you don't like that much spiciness, the red one's definitely for you. Obviously avoid the dried chilies, the 3 ones that I put at the end. Avoid those and it won't be spicy at all. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and follow. And yeah, I'll see you on the next. Bye.